Good morning, students. How are you? I think you all are fine. And last class we have discussed about the old Stone Age. We are discussing amazing things, what our ancestors were doing, what type of the tools they are using, and their time also known as the old Stone Age. Why? Because they are using stone tools, and this Stone Age also divided in different part. So we also have discussed about the Paleolithic period, and that Paleolithic period we have known about the history. How did the people discover the fire? What type of the tools they are using? Okay, so today we'll discuss one more old Stone Age. This is Mesolithic Age. So Mesolithic Age. The word Mesolithic comes from the Greek word. I already told meso means middle and lithos means stones. So that's why it is called also Middle Stone Age. And in this Middle Stone Age, we can see the different type of attitudes and also the features of the ancestors, or also their lifestyle was different. And this Mesolithic age, in between the two ages, like the Paleolithic and Neolithic age, this period saw a shift of the nomadic lifestyle. People was nomadic in Paleolithic age. Now they changed their lifestyle and they settle in a small village. Why? Because of the climate change. Because they got lot of food in a small area, and these allow the people to stay one place for longer period. This was the beginning of a settle from a life. So Mesolithic period was the beginning of a of settlement of the human life. Means they have started to settle in one place. Mesolithic people still lived in a caves and rock shelter. At the time also they are living in the cave and rock shelter. They didn't learn how to make the houses that time also. During this period fishing became important and people began thinking about domesticating animals for their use. So what are the two things they have learned? One is domestication, another is fishing. But before that, people were only hunter gatherer. Next, tools. Also, moreover, by observing how new plants sprouted out from seeds, people learn how to grow crops also. Means people learned here also the planting crops or agriculture in this period. Next, tool of Mesolithic period. In the Mesolithic age, people started making better tools if you compare with the Paleolithic peoples. Small stone tools found during this period called microliths. So micro means small, and liths means stone. So the small stone tools also found in this age. So that's why this age also known as microliths. These small stone tools were fixed into the handles of bone or wood, make tools and weapons such as spears, arrow, and saw. So they have also learned how to attach the handle of bone and or wood with the stone tools. That are the light stone tools they have made. Also, the use of older varieties of tools continued during this period. We have learned that the Paleolithic people using the heavy stone tools. They are also don't know how to attach the handles of bone and woods. Next, the site of Mesolithic period. Mesolithic sites have been found at Bhimbetaka, it is in Madhya Pradesh, and Pachmari, also in Madhya Pradesh, Bagar in Rajasthan, and Damdama in Uttar Pradesh. So we have learned that Bhimbetaka, Pachmari in Madhya Pradesh, Bagar in Rajasthan, and Damdama in Uttar Pradesh. These are the Mesolithic site of the Old Stone Age. You can see that one picture of the Pachmari cave in Madhya Pradesh. We got the evidence of Mesolithic peoples and Microlithic tools. Next topic is Neolithic Age. The word Neolithic, new means you know already, neo means new, and lithos means stones. So therefore this age also called New Stone Age. Here you can see in the fact corner, the first animal to be tamed by early man was the wild ancestor of the dog. So dog was the wild animals, wild ancestors of the dog, the first animals. This period saw the beginning of the farming and herding. So here the Neolithic, we already got that they have started planting the seeds, but they didn't learn properly the agriculture or farming. But in the Neolithic period was the beginning of the farming and herding. Early human in this period becomes a farmer and herders from hunter-gatherers. They become from the early human they were the hunter-gatherers, now they become farmer and herders. They could now produce food and domesticate animals. So the two things was developed. Mesolithic age we saw that they learned fishing and domesticated animals, and also the planting the seeds. Here we have heard that they have learned the farming, also herding or domestication to get meat and milk. Some of the earliest crop of the cultivate were wheat and barley. Very important, you will mark it. Wheat and barley was the earliest cultivated crops. Earliest domesticated animals including sheep and goat. So here you will mark sheep and goat as the earliest domesticated animals. Now people no longer had to move from place to place in search of food. Now peoples are not going to the one place to another place like the nomadic peoples for searching the food. For searching the food they are changing the places. This led to the development of settlement where a large number of people live in a group. So it was the starting of the development of civilization or development of civil settlement where the large number of the peoples were started living together. They started living together. The invention of wheel was one of the greatest achievements in this period. Wheel, you know, that we are using for transportation purpose, and they are using at the time to making the potteries for human in Neolithic age. It made the life people easier. It enabled them to make pots and utensils, move heavy loads easily. And so they are using the wheels for the two purpose. One is make pots and utensils, and next one move heavy loads easily. Wheel was also used for spinning and weaving cloths. So they have also learned how to stitch the cloths using the wheels. People began weaving cloths using different kind of materials such as cotton. So cotton is a fast material cloth they have started using. Some burial sites continue their research to dig the soils that Neolithic people buried their dead along with their objects. Means they got some of the evidence, the dead bodies, with their dead bodies there was some of the objects that they are using. So this type of attitude, this type of the functions or the cultures of the Neolithic peoples, it proved that this belief in life after death. Why? Why they believe in life after death? How we understood the object? These objects were probably meant to be used by the dead of the other in the other world. Means they believe that these are the objects, whatever the peoples are using, they kept in their the burial sites or the beside the grave or with the dead body, because they can use these are the object after his death in their another life, after his death in their another life. Other finding includes the traces of hearts or houses some site. Other finding include the traces or of hearts or houses at some sites. For example, in Burjaham, we got the peat house have been found which may have provided the shelter of the cold weather. Archaeologists have also found the earthen pots which may have been used in the store things or cook food. So we got many examples, like the also example of houses, also examples of the different type of the pots for storing the foods, and we also got the example of cooking food. We got the example of burial sites and also the belief of the common peoples. Now we'll discuss about the tools of Neolithic people. Neolithic tools were also well shaped and polished because it was updated of the Mesolithic from the Mesolithic, and give a fine cutting edge also there, and made up the stone, wood, and as well as bone also they are using. They were used the greening the grain also, because they have started planting or farming. So greening the grain also, now we are using the grinding machine, but they are grinding the grain by the stone tools and other plant produce, whatever the things, whatever the fruits or another things we are bringing from the plants, these are the things they can use, or crops. However, at the same time, tools of the Paleolithic and Mesolithic age were also being made and used. So we got the different type of characteristic of Mesolithic age and the Neolithic age. So today, up to this topic, it is an example of Neolithic site, and I have given characteristics and features of the Neolithic period. You will read these things. Here you can see the beginning of the Middle East around 6000 BC, and I already told the Neolithic period it was ended in 4000 BC. So you will read it, and here the basic features: food production, polished stones, more settled and nomadic lifestyle, less nomadic lifestyle, permanent village population increase, development and social order. Here also I have told about the Mesolithic society. Horticulture society means just they have started planting the seeds you can read, and they are using the bows and arrows, fish hooks and harpoons. These are the things, these are the mycolithic tools. So today, so whatever I have taught you today, from there you can answer. First one is, what evidence suggests that Neolithic people believed in the life after death? And next, what do you mean by the term of microlithic tools? Okay, for today, thank you.